Hello everyone, my name is Mel. I am writing a high fantasy epic, and today, Gerald is actually sleeping right now, but today, this is still on the Fantasy Tropes I Need to Die series, and today I'm going to be talking about the comic relief character, okay? The character that exists solely to be funny or supportive with zero depth. If you've seen the Wish movie, the only reason the goat was there was to be funny. Was he funny? No. His voice wasn't even that deep. He was honestly really annoying, and I wish he didn't exist. But that's not the point. The point is that we need to stop doing that. Like, yes, the character can be funny, but they actually have to have a reason to be there, okay? They have to like, why are they there? They can't just be there just to be funny, because now they could end up holding back the group in different stories, and then also they're just eating extra food and drinking extra water, and they're not doing anything but making characters laugh. Like, they're just making the reader laugh, but they really have no significance to the story. Like, I have a character that is funny, or they're funny to me, and the voice crack, and he is there for a reason. He has a reason. Yes, he's funny, but he has a backstory. He has a life. He exists for a sole purpose, and I'm not gonna say it. But he's not just there just to make characters laugh, and I think that's what people do because they know their book is boring, and so they search up funny things to say in a book or whatever, or they just add something that they think is funny, and the people in their life would always laugh about it. And so another reason why people add it in their book is because, like, it was like a very intense moment, and so they don't really know how to calm the characters down, so instead they just have the character make a joke, like a joke that should not be there. Like, sometimes it's funny, but sometimes, like, especially if lots of people died or something like that, that character shouldn't be there, okay? Like, we should make it to where even the funny character is just kind of silent. He's just kind of taking it in, because you're not gonna try to make a joke knowing that lots of people died, you know? And I think people also mess that up really bad. And then they just keep them in the story, and then by the end of the story, like, readers know, by the end of the story, they're like, well, what did the character have to do with the story? Like, what was the point of them? Why were they in the book? Why do they exist? You know? And you're never gonna get an answer because they never had a reason to be there. Like, if they were, like, many times, look at your characters in your books and see, like, do they really need to be here? Like, look through your whole book and decide, can you get rid of them? You know, are you able to get rid of them? Unless it's like multiple series and over time they're going to show more significance in the story. Like for my book, for example, you know, it's not just going to be one book. It's a whole series. But when you have characters like that, you need to really think about it, you know. If they don't really have a lot of significance in the first book, then by the second book, there should be something that kind of says that they have some sort of significance, even if it's not fully there. By the second book, there should be something, unless you're dragging out the series really, really long, and it's not just going to be 3 books in the series, you know. So, yeah, this one was actually fairly short because all the other ones were just really long and I was just yapping most of the time, but I stayed pretty focused on this one. So once again, stay away from those comic relief characters, and if you're going to make your character funny, make sure they have a reason to be there. Even in the first book, like, they should have a reason. They should do something in the book that matters, okay? They should be leading the character somewhere, or they should just be funny but smart, funny but serious sometimes. Like, you gotta balance it, you know? You gotta balance it. So yeah, that's really it. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I'm probably gonna turn it into a short because it's really not that long. But anyway, bye!